Healthcare innovation will rescue the cost, access, and quality issues of healthcare systems all over the world. There are many helpful healthcare innovations, all too little known. This video features some of them. Please get in touch with us if you are interested in being part of this important movement.
I'm Regina Hertzlinger, and there is wonderful healthcare technology services information coming out of many countries, which are not known to many people who could be helpful in those innovations.
Join us. There are job, research, and internship opportunities available now. Visit thegeniegroup.org or contact regi@thegeniegroup.org to apply and learn more.
About a third of Israeli venture capital investment has been healthcare. So let's say $1 billion out of 3. If you look at what sectors of healthcare have been the recipient of this venture capital, you see that it's been a fair bit of medtech. Now recently, there's more AI. And about a third of it was biotechnology.
We're seeking to be the first AI-based platform for wellness in the Arab world. We believe that there's a combination of technology and tradition that can lead to wellness across emerging markets, starting with the Arab world. Our goal is to reverse the obesity and diabetes epidemic taking hold across the Arab world. Over 80% of the adults, of women in Saudi, Qatar, and Kuwait are overweight or obese, meaning they have a BMI of 25 plus. Yet there's a really interesting opportunity, right? Within these markets, you have over 90% smartphone penetration rate and some of the highest average usage of smartphone in the world. I've always been looking at how do you take innovation and apply it to developing world challenges.
Hi, I am Mas, and we are the co-founders of Dosat.
We are using advanced technology, a proven methodology, and Arabic culture to help address the obesity and diabetes crisis facing the Arab world.
I want to introduce you to a person called Keegan. Keegan is this sweet young kid. He's at this photo 4 years old, and already at that age he's seen a plethora of doctors who did not know what was wrong with Keegan. 1 in 10 people on the planet are affected by a rare disease, and 50% of them are kids. Now, even more troubling than that, about 30% of the kids are not going to live past their 5th birthday. To date, 95% of over 7,000 known rare diseases still don't have an FDA-approved treatment. Why is that? Almost 10% of the population has rare diseases, but there are not enough identified patients. The journey from onset of symptoms until diagnosis could last about 8 years. How can we use AI to diagnose more patients? How can we do it faster? So we launched Face the Gene in 2014, and today, 2020, we have about 70 to 75% of clinical geneticists worldwide using this technology. That's more than 2,000 clinical sites and pretty much all the major pediatric hospitals in the world.
And the idea goes something like this, that we know, and when we think of applying forces, you think of a hammer and a nail and the physical contact, that's how you apply a force. But forces can also be applied by fields. We're all familiar with gravity, that's the force between masses. We're all familiar with magnetism, that's the force between a magnet and my picture here, a bunch of nails. If I can get an electric field into those cancer cells, I can take advantage of the electrical properties as the target rather than a biologic or a chemical. We deliver our drug with a medical device. The device consists of a field generator and these disposable transducer arrays that go around the area of the cancer. We're now NCCN, this is the National Comprehensive Cancer Network, so patients who use it as directed have a 5-year survival of 30%.
My name is Ofer Gonen. I'm the CEO of CBI, which is the largest investment company in Israel in life sciences. To develop a drug, it is very expensive. It's about between $1 to $3 billion to develop a single drug. The process is very, very long. It takes 15, 16, even 20 years. And the probability of succeeding is ridiculous. From 10,000 compounds, eventually only one makes it to the market as an FDA-approved drug. There are more drugs that were originated in Israel than all the drugs in the entire Boston area. Even though that we know that the science is good and the people are innovative, look at this amazing figure. If you look at Israeli companies, the average value of an Israeli company that is traded on NASDAQ is around $100 million. If I need to pick where to put my money, I know that the probability of getting high figures are in the United States and not in Israel. And this is something that we, as a significant investor in Israel, we want to change.
What is interesting, the last 7 years, you see more and more Chinese players coming into Israel and buying Israeli companies. In the last 5 years, you had about $13 billion of acquisition made by Chinese investors in Israel. Obviously, we think that the tension that there exists between China and the US create a big opportunity for Israeli companies because it's another source of providing technology for the Chinese players that would like to have best innovation in some of the sectors that are very important for the Chinese market.
Join us. There are job, research, and internship opportunities available now. Visit thegeniegroup.org or contact REGI at thegeniegroup.org to apply and learn more.